hopefully we'll be able to talk to each where Adelaide is and the different pathways for university that we offer, which is what our main product is for the Indian market. Okay. Page down. Right. Right. There we go. Okay. What international student? Ironwood Institute is a organization and in specialty areas of agribusiness, horticulture, management, and marketing. Our prime product is the graduate diploma of different universities and different master's programs. Been in existence for over 10 years, and we're based in Adelaide, South Australia. Adelaide is the premium food and wine capital of Australia, so it's just the right place to study agribusiness. Fantastic location for international students. You get all the best parts of Australia. You get to have the wonderful first-class education. You get to have a really great quality of life living here. And sorry, Shaz, about this, Shaz, but you know, Adelaide's also about 25% cheaper to live in than Sydney and Melbourne. So it's a lot cheaper, and there's a lot of jobs in the agribusiness and horticulture area for Migration has just made some amendments for students who work in agriculture that they're no longer limited by their 20 hours a week work limits. It is a temporary thing, but it's made a big difference to our students' lives because, you know, we all know that they like to work and work in the industry to gain their experience. Okay, so what do you get when you come to Adelaide? You get a better quality of life, like I just spoke to you about. You've got a reputable school to support them. Ironwood works very closely with their full support, and so you know that when you come to Ironwood, you're coming to a college where we're going to be providing product, and we've got the support of the government and industry. Our courses are very much focused for a growth area for careers. You would have noticed in the last year when we've gone through COVID-19 in that no matter what's happened, people still need to eat. So agribusiness is still very much a growth area, and there are lots of jobs in this area from either within your local community or in a global area. That we offer students with the packaging with the university, there are pathways available for a 485 post-study work rights and potentials for 491, of which we always ask you to talk to your migration agent, which would. Okay, I've got some photos of Adelaide here. What you'll know about Adelaide is that it's known as a 20-minute city, so it doesn't matter where you live. You're 20 minutes away from the beach, you're 20 minutes away from the hills, some of the wineries, depending on where you live. We have the Adelaide Oval, which you can always go and watch a good game of cricket, except for India's last cricket game there, but you beat us in Brisbane, so that's okay. So it's a pristine area and easy living. Okay, we're a reputable school. We've been in Adelaide for over 10 years. We've got a low risk rating. Now, you will notice that I said 2 here. We've recently gone to a level 1, which is equivalent to being a risk rating of the universities. We've got students from more than 40 countries on campus, as well as having domestic students. We often find that our international students love having domestic students in their classes with them because it gives them a new perspective on living in Australia and helps them acclimatise to be an Australian and to work with Australians. Okay, our English requirements. Now, these are important things for our students to know. For our Certificate 3s, diplomas and advanced diplomas, we need an equivalent of 5 in any one section. For our graduate diplomas, we need an equivalent of 6 in the IELTS with no less than 5.5. Some of our partners will be looking for you to have a 6.5, but most of our partners are okay with the area. We can talk about that later. So, what is accepted proof of English? We look at IELTS, but we also take PTE, CAE, or TOEFL. We also have a certificate of completion from an Australian senior school, a certificate of Australian qualification within the last 2 years, or have completed at least 5 English medium in one of the following countries, which is Australia, UK, US, Canada, New Zealand, South Africa, or the Republic of Ireland. If you're doing an English course here in Australia, we look for an upper intermediate or advanced level of own English test. If you're coming from offshore, we will always recommend that you do an IELTS, PT, or TOEFL. The programs that we offer here in Ironwood, the management programs, which is the Graduate Diploma of Agribusiness, the Diploma of Social Media Marketing, the Advanced Diploma of Marketing and Communications, the Diploma of Leadership and Management, and the Advanced Diploma of Leadership and Management. For horticulture, we have the Certificate 3 in Horticulture and the Diploma of Horticulture. We will be adding a new course, Certificate 3 in Protected Horticulture, which looks at greenhouse horticulture. All right. Adelaide is the premium food and wine capital of Australia. 270 billion to the Australian economy, and it is growing every year. The primary industries and regional government estimates they'll need an additional 5,000 people up to the year of 2024. Now, I think they may be upping that estimate, especially because there's been a real demand for the coming up. Last figures I saw was getting close to 10,000 people. So there are a lot of opportunities here. And the South Australian federal government have instigated what they call a DARMA, which is a designated area of migration with specialty options for people working in the agribusiness horticulture area. This is a specific pathway that you need to talk to. This is a our state in South Australia, and we're supporting people with them. Okay, so we've talked about, I've got here some of the premium food and wine, food agribusiness companies in Australia. There's Penfolds, who make leading wine. San Remo make pasta. Sundrop have tomato farm in the southern hemisphere, I believe. It is based just in country in South Australia, and it is all run by solar panels, and the solar panels power the water and make it into fresh water, and they run it through the grass houses there. It is an enormous facility. And then Viterra is the grain people, and Hague's Chocolates is my favourite. But you know, a graduate diploma of agribusiness, the product most of our students from India are looking at. Now, the graduate diploma in agribusiness is the first year of the master's degree, with a pathway to a full scholarship that we offer. Now, you will notice the standard price is $20,000. We encourage to a scholarship, so it could go down to 12,000, about 15,000. Those scholarships are based on English and your academic requirements. So it's the graduate diploma is suitable pathway for students from most fields of study focused. If we look at the subjects that's offered in this course, we've got manage financial performances, prepare for and implement change, develop and enhance collaborative partnerships and relationships, initiate and lead applied research, lead innovative thinking and practice, and lead personal and strategic transformation. Now, as you can see, these are very, very broad areas. What gives it its agribusiness is that most companies. I know at the moment they're doing, which subject are they doing? Lead and initiate and lead applied research. Now, they're going to be doing a tour of a company called Australian Grain Technology out at Roseworthy, which is also part of the Adelaide University campus. And AGT developed barley for use, wheats and barleys that they do for all around the world, and they develop it here in South Australia and they sell it worldwide. Or they sell this grain, which then get made at different companies. So this is the sort of companies that we'll go and do tours, we'll get them to come and talk. We really make sure that you get industry practical in there too. Right. So the relevant fields of study, you know, marketing, business, accounting, project management, logistics, IT, engineering, food science, agriculture, public health. I would have to say most of our students come into the program either through bachelor's in agriculture, but we do take a full range of backgrounds into it. Where you may be limited is which pathway you take depending on what your undergraduate qualification is. So you do your first year with us and then your second year at the university. As I said, affordable and accessible, with the price starting, the maximum you'll pay is $20,000 for the first year with us, and then with the IELTS 6 overall. And the perfect thing about this is that you get 2 qualifications in 2 years, masters as well. So you can choose where you go, but you get 2 qualifications in the 2 years, as opposed if you went directly to university. Over the 2 years, you just get the 1 qualification. Okay. Our partners are the University of Adelaide. Now, with the University of Adelaide, it's the Masters of Global Food and Agricultural Business. University of Adelaide is one of the group of 8. It's trialling a packaging of the COEs. It's not available to all students at this stage, but at this stage, for students coming through Blue Sky, we will be able to do the 1 year COE with us and a conditional letter of offer with the University of Adelaide. It would then, you'd then apply for a new visa when you're at the end of your course with us, and you can go straight into the University of Adelaide. The University of Adelaide will give you a full 12-month recognition of for your studies. It's called advanced standing. So you go into the second year of the university masters. Now, with the University of New England, to choose for the Masters of Science in Agriculture, the Masters of Environmental Science and Management, the Masters of International Business, and the Masters of Economic and Regional Development. Now, the University of New England is in Armidale, and they are currently on attractive scholarships, which include free accommodation for the year used in Armidale. Our next partner is Torrens University, and we can patch the COEs with Torrens, 1 year with us, but because of the way the Torrens MBA is structured, they have a 10-unit core with 6 electives, so you don't get quite a full year recognition. You have to do the full, so it's like you do four trimesters to do your second year for your MBA. So it's just over a year to get your MBA through Torrens. 1 year with us, just over a year with Torrens, come out with your MBA. but we can package. And federation again is recognition. It will be credit recognition, 1 year with us, 1 year with federation. Okay, those are the different cost codes, which is and how long they take. So 12 months for most of them, except for Torrens, which is 15 months. Real benefits that students get through coming with us, apart having the 2 qualifications, is that we find that we do a very good job of preparing sure that our students actually understand what a Harvard referencing system is, which all the Australian universities would look for. We were very sure that you understand exactly what's expected when you get to university, and we can work with you. We work under a slightly different structure because we work through the vocational sector, that we work on competent or not yet competent. That means that when you hit university, you're less likely to be failing any subjects because you know exactly what's going to be expected of you. You know, a lot of students can go in their first semester at uni, they hit uni here, they're not used to the Australian university sector, and they might fail a subject or 2. And that's a very expensive thing to do at university. So we make sure that you're prepared, so you get in there and you're ready to pass your subjects. As I said earlier, 1 year with us, 1 year with university, which means you come out with your masters in the same time frame you would if you're going directly to university, except universities. I know that Adelaide is just over $40,000 a year, where maximum $20,000 a year. Either way, if you're with us, 1 year with Adelaide, there's an automatic deduction of $20,000. The different universities have different rates, and they have different scholarships available as well. I can't really comment on what the I can see. I know that they are currently offering scholarships because I see what's coming through, but it would depend on students. So I don't want to be saying, oh yes, you'd be getting the scholarship if you go through these different universities. Okay. Now, do we have any questions at this stage?
Thanks, Victoria. Thanks for your presentation. And anyone, the students, and even from our office staff as well, if they have any question, they are more than welcome to what in Q&A section, in Q&A box.
We've had over 70 of them are out working in industry at the moment. We started this course about 4 years ago. Students are now progressed. They've done their 2 years on their 4, and they're on their 485.
Yes.
The 485 is the post-work right visa.
And in studying in Adelaide, the post-study, the student have to get the year extra post-study.
That's right. That's right.
So that's the benefit in studying is the benefit.
Yes, and I believe if you go to Armidale, you get an extra year again to make it 4 years.
That's true. But can make the 4 years.
Yes. The MBA program. The MBA program, we have 2 today, which is the MBA. That you would be doing the standard core subjects at the university, because all the what you study at Ironwood would be all your electives. So you couldn't choose any electives. You'd be doing your standard core subjects, which would be HR, it would be finance, it would be leadership skills and things like that. And so you've got the 2 options for MBA. You've got Did you want some more specific information on the MBA?